Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the narrative lectionary, and we're looking at Hosea. We're looking at God struggling with the actions of God's people, and how God ultimately ends up on compassion and love. But this text has God really struggling back and forth. And so I was thinking about either using a pendulum of some sort, using, if you have one of those, the physics where the ball bearings, where you grab one, you go click, and it goes back and forth like that. You could use a yo-yo, you could use a rock on the string, but this idea that you take this, and it seems like it goes back and forth, and this idea that God's it gives me an illustration of going back and forth, trying to figure out, deciding one way or the other. It could be, I don't like using the word the yo-yo because that feels like that term that we use with politicians waffling, but that's not it. But the yo-yo, I would just take the yo-yo and put it to the very bottom of the string, and let it go back and forth. And that idea that there's God looking over here, and then God looking over here, and it's more in the mind of God. I see where God's like, okay, so what am I gonna do with you? What, do I destroy you? I don't want to do that again. What do I do? And I mean, it's a hard text to go a children's sermon with, and so I'm boiling it down to God has a decision to make, and God decides on compassion and kindness and forgiveness, and that is a guide for us. That as we see how God responds to God's people, how do we respond to God's people? And we respond out of kindness and love and compassion. So that's what I got for this one. These last couple of weeks have been kind of a head scratcher for some of these, even just sermons in general. But it's there's a lot of stuff. It's like, how do you do this with kids? And so maybe using the godly play model of wondering. I wonder how God felt when the people turned their back. I wonder how God felt when the people acted this way. I wonder. And to talk about, does God's heart get broken? Is God sad? I wonder how God felt. And I love that godly play question about I wonder. And it just opens up so many directions. So you may be the pendulum. Because I wonder if God just was like, what's going on? I have no clue, or I need some help. Anyway, that's the springboard. So I hope you can use it. I hope it can help you in your children's sermon. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Also, I'm reminded this week by folks younger than me to remind you that if you liked this, if you used it, if you watched it and you click like on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube video, and that helps me know that you watched it, that it was that you got something from it, and it helps other people see it as well. That's what I'm told. Anyway, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate your ministry and your work and your partnership for the gospel. All right, thanks for stopping by. Have a fantastic week.